Happening today, more relief is coming to most student loan borrowers with an announcement from President Biden expected this afternoon. Plus, production and supply chain issues continue to cause problems for many manufacturers, especially the brewing industry. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Right now, police are investigating two separate early morning shootings in Madison. The first happened just before 12:30 on the city's north side. Officers say shots were fired into an occupied home in the 1800 block of Sheridan Drive, just blocks away from Sherman Middle School. No one in the house was hurt and no suspects are in custody. A second shots fired incident was reported around 2:30 this morning in the area of Leland Drive and Balsam Road, close to the Walgreens on Whitney Way. Police found more than 15 shell casings at the scene. No injuries or property damage was reported, and there's no suspects at this time. And officials say a large police presence in southeast Madison last night was related to a domestic disturbance. Officers responded to a disturbance in the 5100 block of Horned Owl Drive involving adult family members. Police say there was no threat to the public, but asked people to stay away from the area. The incident was ultimately resolved peacefully. And officials say a fire at UW's Memorial Union could have been a lot worse if it wasn't for the automatic sprinkler system. Crews were sent to the Union just before noon Sunday after a fire alarm activated. Firefighters saw smoke coming from a kitchen on the first floor. They later found a smoldering pile of oily kitchen rags that had been stored in the room. Fire crews believe the rags spontaneously combusted. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Greg Barnhart has a look at your certified most accurate forecast and another summer day out there.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit more humid out there right now. The dew points are starting to creep up. We have that system approaching, so that's why it's going to feel a little bit more muggy as we go this afternoon. Right now, those dew points are in the low 60s, even some mid 60s further west. Temperatures, if we zoom into the Dane County area, we're still looking around the 79, 78 degree mark, and further out, it's still around 80. So we'll climb back up into low 80s, but for right now, it is comfortable out there. Bigger picture shows that activity further to the north over Omaha coming down, and that's what we're going to be expecting later tonight. And we'll time that out a little bit later. Right now, a few clouds, maybe even a shower might peek into the western area towards the Mississippi River. Otherwise, cloud cover, northwest flow. But what you see to the west, that is what's going to be coming later tonight. So this afternoon, we're looking at slightly more humid, warm and dry, and then increasing clouds later this afternoon in the evening. And then once again, I'll time out when that stuff, showers and thunderstorms, comes overnight later in a little bit.
All right, timing is everything this time of year.
Yes, it is.
All right, Greg, thank you. See you in a few minutes. An historic announcement on student loans expected today. President Biden will likely announce a plan to forgive up to $10,000 in student loan debt for millions of Americans. Nancy Cordes shares more.
Months of uncertainty are over. President Biden is expected to announce today that the government will forgive up to $10,000 in federal student loan debt for Americans who make less than about $125,000 a year. Americans like Dara Zucker.
I'd like to see the $10,000 go away.
Dara borrowed $40,000 to get her degree. She's been making payments since she graduated in 2016, but with all that interest, she's barely made a dent.
I think it is predatory of colleges and schools to go after kids who may not have ever had any understanding of how finances work.
The president has been feeling the political pinch from both sides of his own party, with some progressives pushing to wipe out student debt altogether.
Right now, student loan debt is holding back people who are trying to buy homes. It's holding back people who are trying to start small businesses. It's even holding back people who want to start families.
But some Democrats in battleground states and many Republicans warn of unintended consequences.
I worry that we say to colleges, charge whatever you want, we're going to forgive the loan.
Canceling student debt would also be grossly unfair to the Americans who worked hard for years to pay off their loans.
Today's moves won't apply to students who are about to take out loans.
That's the challenge here, is that you potentially might spend $360 billion of taxpayer money. At the end of the day, you haven't altered the trajectory of college costs for millions of American families that are going to be going to college in the future.
And progressives say for now, forgiving some debt will level the playing field. President Biden expected to announce today he's extending the moratorium on student loan payments for another few months. That moratorium has been in place since the start of the pandemic. We're taking a closer look at primary results in some key races yesterday. In Florida, the state's former governor, Charlie Crist, will get the chance to challenge current GOP Governor Ron DeSantis. DeSantis has been on the national stage, taking on public school agendas and even going up against Disney, leading up to a potential 2024 presidential run. In New York, two major institutions of Congress were forced to face off. Judiciary Chair Jerry Nadler defeated Oversight Committee Chair Carolyn Maloney, which the party says is a major loss of a powerhouse Democrat due to a newly redrawn congressional district. In Texas, the fate of Uvalde School District Police Chief Pete Arredondo will be decided during a termination hearing today. Arredondo was placed on unpaid leave following his highly criticized handling of the massacre at Robb Elementary School in May. Responding officers did not enter the classroom to confront the shooter until more than an hour after the shooting began. The attack left 19 children and 2 teachers dead. When we hear it's important to stay up to date on routine vaccinations, we usually think of children and teens. But during National Immunization Month, doctors are highlighting vaccinations for people of all ages. It's critical. That includes the pneumonia vaccine. It's recommended for adults age 65 and up and protects against several types of bacteria. Some other immunizations for adults include Tdap to protect against tetanus and HPV to prevent cervical and other cancers.
See your doctor once a year. Have a conversation about things that are routine. Vaccines, blood, mammograms, colonoscopy. You should bring it up to your doctor. What vaccines am I due for? And at different ages, you're due for different vaccines.
Research shows the COVID-19 pandemic caused a significant decline in routine immunizations for adults, children, and adolescents. Production and supply chain issues have hurt companies across the economy, including the beer industry, which continues to see an aluminum can shortage. Bart Watson from the Brewers Association says when bars and restaurants had to shut down in the spring of 2020, people started drinking more at home. That's been followed by an ongoing supply chain issues, and the need for cans continues. According to the Aluminum Association, domestic demand for aluminum was up more than 5% in the first quarter of the year.
When we order aluminum cans, $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 that has to be spent because the cans are available in that moment.
Experts say supplies are slowly getting better as they see more capacity coming online. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, including Whole Foods getting sued over its beef. Plus, investors will have a chance to buy shares of Tesla. Money Watch is next.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor. I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work. We know Gutter Shutter is the best system for you and your home, and we'd love to show you how it can keep you safe and off that ladder forever. So call us or visit us online to set up your free estimate, and we can show you what Gutter Shutter and the Larson Home Experience is all about.
I'm Tim Michaels, and I know a thing or two about construction. But sometimes, before you start building, you have to tear things down. That's why I'll dump Beaver's job-killing agenda. Totally demolish the woke liberals' anti-police agenda. And hammer Madison's special interest. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm a businessman, not a politician. Tony Evers and his liberal friends have made an absolute mess of Wisconsin. We've got a blueprint to rebuild. But first, we need to do a little demolition.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Hurry in for the Hy-Vee 12-hour sale this Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Basket and bushel blueberries, only 99 cents. General Mills family-size cereal, only $2.99. Hy-Vee Angus Reserve Sirloin, only $3.99 a pound. Hy-Vee Peanut Butter, only $1.28. And a gallon of Blue Ribbon Classics frozen dessert, only $4.48, while supplies last. Don't miss the 12-hour sale, Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., only at Hy-Vee.
Ugh-stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed-up gut. Miralax is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut, and your mood will follow.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Whole Foods Market is slapped with a lawsuit over its "No Antibiotics Ever" marketing slogan for its beef. 3 consumers and an animal welfare group are suing the supermarket chain in California, alleging recent independent lab testing finds that its beef contained antibiotic and other pharmaceutical residue. Whole Foods and parent company Amazon have not immediately responded to requests for comment. Tesla shares will be a lot more affordable to investors this morning. The electric vehicle maker's 3-for-1 stock split takes effect today. Splits do not make companies more valuable, only more accessible to the average investor. Google parent Alphabet and Amazon are among other big companies that have split their stocks this year. And if you're a fan of Warren Buffett, there's a chance to bid on a high-tech portrait signed by the so-called Oracle of Omaha. The work, made up of letters that light up to spell out some of the billionaire investor's favorite quotes, is being auctioned off to raise money for one of his favorite charities, Girls Inc. of Omaha. It provides educational, cultural, and recreational programs for young women in his Nebraska hometown. The auction began this week and is set to end on Buffett's 92nd birthday next Tuesday. That is your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Checking Wall Street at the noon hour, the Dow Industrial's up almost 35 points. The NASDAQ up 69. The S&P 500 gaining 18. For the 17th month in a row, the national median rent hit a new record high, $1,879 a month. That's up more than 12% from a year ago. The South and the Northeast have seen the largest increases, with Miami renters getting hit the hardest, up 26% from last year. According to rentcafe.com, the average rent in Madison is $1,459 a month. Our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You're taking a live look at the Call for Action studio. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call right now for action, 608-270-2833, or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Up next, Pam has today's egg numbers, plus Greg is back with the complete forecast. And then today on Live at 4, Ukraine observes its Independence Day as the war with Russia enters its 6th month. We hear from a Russian expert about what's next for the conflict.
Is your home just as hot inside as it is outside? The problem might be your walls have no insulation or ineffective builder's grade insulation, letting all that heat in. But when USA Insulation wraps your home in our premium injection foam, we turn your home into a cooler, keeping the heat outside and your cool, comfortable air inside, right where it belongs, and helping you save on rising electric bills. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
At Bachman Pools and Spas, we have 25 hot tubs on display.
Several models available for immediate delivery.
For a limited time, all new hot spring spas come with a revolutionary freshwater salt system for free.
That's a $1,200 value.
You owe it to yourself to experience soft, natural, healthy water.
Hurry in to take advantage of special 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, get a free freshwater salt system.
Relax, it's Bachman's.
Hello, I'm Roman Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. As a locally owned and operated funeral home, it's important to know that not all funeral homes are the same. Some other Madison area funeral homes are actually owned by corporations based outside of the United States. A corporately owned funeral home is focused on the bottom line, making services more costly. We have served local families for more than 80 years, and our priority is investing in the community and your family. In your time of need, Ryan Funeral Homes are here for you.
Madison Magazine celebrates the winners of its annual Best of Madison Readers Poll. Tomorrow, Josh Breider's in the 608 with an inside look at how you can join in on the party.
Plus, a morning round of showers and thunderstorms, and if that moves out for your commute from 4:30 to 7.
It's go time, people. We all have a story to tell. So let's come together to laugh out loud, to share some hope and joy, all on my new show.
Weekdays on WISC-TV starting September 12th. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report Midweek Edition.
Absolutely, yes. And they're actually midweek on that Pro Farmer Crop Tour I've been talking about this week. I hate to kind of keep going back to it, but it's really the newsmaker as far as the markets are concerned. I think we're a little spoiled here in Wisconsin. We may not like every acre that we've got, but we look pretty good, especially if you compare us to some of the other areas that have suffered with really excessive heat and no moisture. That's what I'm hearing from the crop scouts on this, what is this, day number 2.5? They are slowly making their way to Rochester, Minnesota. That's where they'll gather up tomorrow night and then Friday release their overall statements about the crop. Yesterday, one of the crop scouts that's been on this tour for some 14 years was down in Illinois. Now, Illinois had kind of a cool, wet start to their growing season and then suddenly got hot and dry. Their counts as far as corn and soybeans are looking average, if not below average. That's the same story we've been hearing in Iowa, where far western Iowa has just been starved for moisture. So, like I said, they're not coming to Wisconsin, which is kind of a shame because every place they are visiting is definitely off the average as far as overall production. We'll see what they have to say again later this week. You know how we always focus in on the kids that are not doing what we want, the kids that are in trouble? Well, how about we talk about the kids that are kind of going in a positive direction? The National FFA organization has announced a record high student membership. Over 850,000 members in the National FFA. That's up 15% from last year. We also have more FFA chapters in the United States, up 178. That means there's 8,995 chapters in the United States, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. I thought we'd toss in a little positive news as the kids get ready to head back to school. Today, our dairy markets are the soft markets. Barrel cheese down a half today at 187.5. 40-pound block cheese down a penny at 176. And I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have said the Yankee Mark Kane investment portfolio. Butter's down 5.5 cents today. Back to $3.
See, you jinxed it.
I should have. I know. Every cotton picking time, and every dairy farm in Wisconsin is going to hold us responsible, Mark.
Well, you.
Thanks for that.
We'll see you later, Pam. Thank you. Meghan Markle has launched her long-awaited podcast on Spotify, offering a glimpse into her life as a mother and former British royal. Her first guest, tennis superstar Serena Williams. CBS's Tina Krause is in London with the highlights.
Hey, it's me.
Prince Harry's wife, Meghan Markle, promised to get candid in her first Spotify podcast.
People should expect the real me in this, and probably the me that they've never gotten to know.
And she did, opening up about a brush with danger involving her baby son Archie, who was traveling with Meghan and Harry on a royal visit to South Africa in 2019.
We finish the engagement, we get in the car, and they say, there's been a fire at the residence. What? There's been a fire in the baby's room. What?
Markle shared the story with tennis superstar Serena Williams, who was her first guest. The Duchess says Archie was thankfully with his nanny when the fire started, but despite the close call, she and Prince Harry had to carry on with their royal duties.
Everyone's in tears, everyone's shaken. And what did we have to do? Go out and do another official engagement. And I said, this doesn't make any sense. Can you just...
Why did you not bring him?
I was like, can you just tell people what happened? And so much, I think, optically, the focus ends up being on how it looks instead of how it feels.
Williams recalled playing at the 2018 French Open after being up all night with her daughter who had a broken wrist.
I somehow managed to win, but I was so emotionally spent and just like so emotionally drained that it was It was crazy.
Markle says her 12-part series called Archetypes, a play on their son Archie's name, will focus on stereotypes females face and, quote, rip apart the boxes women have been placed into for generations. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
Prince Harry and Meghan have a multi-year deal to produce and host podcasts for Spotify under their production company, Arkwell Audio. Let's check back with Greg now for a complete look at the forecast.
Yeah, it's actually looking really nice. Once again, warm outside, a few wispy cirrus, mostly sunny skies, a few more clouds as you go further west, the Mississippi River, and we'll explain that here. There's some thunderstorms farther west that have kind of crept into the area, but overall temperatures nearly approaching 80, a little bit cooler as you go further west. In Iowa, you can see Decorah 68. That's because of cloud cover and some thunderstorms to the west. Otherwise, most of the areas are approaching 80, and we'll get up into the 80s here soon this afternoon. If you zoom in, you can see temperatures overall in Dane County right around the upper 70s, and a few places like Middleton approaching 80. And once again, most areas will be in the low 80s. Average temperature this time of year is about 78 degrees. It is a little bit more humid. We've had pulled up a little bit more of the dew point. We're in the mid-60s almost now, which is a little bit uncomfortable. The really deeper moisture is back to the 70s down to the south. We have a system coming that's helping to pull some of this, but it won't get overly excessively humid tonight. That's more for what we're in store for the weekend coming up. We have the action going to the further west. You can see in Iowa out to Nebraska and South Dakota. That is a system that's coming towards us right now. We have some showers trying to hit the Mississippi River Valley, but a lot of that is falling apart under the northwest flow. Pattern-wise, you can kind of see that's a system coming through tomorrow. We got a kink in the jet coming down. Otherwise, the next one that we're preparing to look at for the weekend is out west, and that will come as you see the pattern kind of sinks to the south, unsettled. Nothing really. This one is the one that's probably going to pull up a lot more humidity coming this weekend, and that's something you'll definitely notice come Sunday, Monday. But in the meantime, we're going to see what comes tonight because that's when the thunderstorms roll through. For this afternoon, we're looking at, once again, 80 degrees, southwest winds, a few showers far to the west. Cloud cover will start to increase west as you go this afternoon, and then to the evening, we start seeing a few approach the Viroqua, Bosquell areas that comes further east. Most of the areas to the east of that will probably be clean all the way to midnight. And here's 11 p.m. where we see some action starting to push in. Showers and thunderstorms. Some of these may have some brief heavy rain. That comes closer to the Madison area around midnight, and then we start cleaning up afterwards. And right now, a lot of the areas look probably good for morning commute. Maybe some fog, but this timing is subject to change. Then tomorrow, once again, you wake up, you're going to be in the mid-60s, a little bit humid, some patchy fog. Otherwise, the 10-day, we've already mentioned what's going on tomorrow with the 82, the thunderstorms coming in. Thursday looks a little bit less, not quite a lot of showers and thunderstorms, a few here and there, but overall, most areas will remain dry. Then we have warm up to Saturday and Sunday, and like I said, the humidity value is going to be quite high this time of period, and a lot of uncertainty with the timing coming of Saturday and Sunday showers and thunderstorms. Not an all-day washout, but certainly it could affect some plans, Mark.
Not done with summer yet.
Now we are.
All right. Thank you, Greg. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
We love root beer right out of the bottle. And when it's teamed with some ice cream, even better. But today, we're using it in a whole new way.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At iMart Express, you'll save on glasses for classes. For $79, get 2 pairs with kid-safe polycarbonate lenses and a free 1-year frame warranty. Don't let the bell ring before you get a chance to save. A $200 value, all for $79.
Velco Factory Direct. What does that mean? It means no middleman, no overpriced, underperforming windows. Factory Direct means getting what you want, when you want, without breaking the bank. It means when you buy one window, you'll get one free. Yes, free. It means quality craftsmanship, custom designs, and a lifetime warranty. Most importantly, it means a team of window professionals dedicated to one thing above all, your delight. Buy one window, get one free. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
A lot can happen in a split second.
The car ran a red light, hit my vehicle hard.
If you want all the money you deserve, remember the name Hupy and Abraham. There's a reason they've been rated best. and results matter.
I'm glad I called Hupy and Abraham. I was very happy with the results.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham. Right now.
A good lawyer shouldn't cost you more. They should get you more.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked local Medicare. What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
Your local Medicare plans have all of the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better because you're working with local agents who know the doctors, specialists, and the hospital networks inside and out. You're not going to get that talking to a national call center wanting to check your zip code.
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
During Toyota's national sales event, we're working hard to deliver new Toyotas so you can enjoy the last of summer. From hitting the rapids with a RAV4 hybrid, to kicking up sand in a Tundra, or camping out in a Highlander. Hey guys!
Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
iMart Express owns selection, price, and speed. Need single vision? Get 2 pairs starting under $40. Progressives, 2 pairs start under $80. Nobody beats us, guaranteed. iMart Express. Right glasses, right price, right now.
When it comes to flavors that shout summer, it's easy to think about lemon or strawberry. But to me, root beer is near the top of my list. A frosty mug of it is so refreshing. And when you team it with ice cream, it even gets better. Today, we're using root beer as a key ingredient in our barbecue chicken. We start by roasting some bone-in chicken before heading out to the grill. That way, we can be sure the chicken is cooked through and the barbecue sauce won't burn. While our chicken is roasting, we make a homemade barbecue sauce by combining ketchup, a touch of Worcestershire sauce, a few seasonings, light brown sugar, lemon juice, and a good amount of root beer. It adds a spicy, sweet flavor to the sauce. Once our chicken is cooked through and our sauce has simmered for a bit, we slather the sauce over our cooked chicken and head out to the grill to finish things off. And since the sauce never touched any raw chicken, we can keep basting the chicken while it cooks. Once the chicken starts to get all those crispy grill marks, it's ready to serve. One bite is all it takes, and you'll never want to make barbecue chicken any other way. So, what are you waiting for? Go online now and get the recipe for root beer chicken to add to your summertime lineup. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a rootin' tootin' way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Here's Greg now. One final check of the forecast.
Yeah, we're looking like I said, really nice conditions this afternoon. A little bit more humid, but temperatures getting into the low 80s for most locations. A little bit more cloud cover this evening as you go home on your outdoor activities this afternoon. But otherwise, we should see pretty much most sunny skies. Tonight is when the showers and thunderstorms come through out west a little bit before midnight. The Madison area more midnight after. And then timing of that for tomorrow morning is most of it should be east of Madison, but patchy fog is also a possibility in your morning commute. We'll time this out as we get closer, but otherwise cooler tomorrow, upper 70s with a few maybe afternoon showers, but far less than what we see overnight. Reminder about the app, download that. Good idea to see, especially if you want to see watches, warnings, and advisories come out, or especially the radar, which is even better. So 10-day, like I said, more humid as we get closer to the weekend with showers and thunderstorms again.
All right, Greg, thank you. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.